owner of Laptop Mums. Thank you for checking out today's video. I decided to record this video because so many people contact me when they've seen one of my ads, one of my blogs, one of my ads, and or found the website and want to know a little bit more about, is this genuine? Who am I? How did I get started? Is this a real person and not an AI type thing? So I wanted to record this just to share a little bit of my story with anyone that's interested and wants to get to know me a little bit more and a bit more about my story. There's also a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, and I'm going to do some separate videos recording some of the frequently asked questions beyond getting to know more about me, because this could turn into a really long video, and I'm trying to keep things short and digestible for people. So please do check out another one of my videos when I'll be going through some of those frequently asked questions, because ultimately I started this business because I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I spent 25 years in the Air Force, came out, trained as a PT, did lots of boot camps, personal training and stuff, but that was still taking me away from my children, which is why I left the military in the first place. So when I found out about this opportunity to be an affiliate marketer, it really did seem like a no-brainer, although I was super skeptical at first, which I'm guessing probably is why you're here as well, checking this out, because there's if anything seems too good to be true, generally it is, right? So I understand that you want to find out more about me. Now, I was leading somewhere, but I can't remember what it was now. Time is where I was leading to. So I have always promised that I will respond to anyone that sends me an email. But over these past few months, my business has started to take off, and I get a lot of emails, and I spend a lot of time answering those emails one by one. And I'd love to continue doing that. But the thing is, I started this business so I could have more time freedom, which is why we all want to be affiliate marketers. And I was spending so much time answering everyone's emails independently. I was spending the whole day answering emails. So this video is to sort of blanket approach a lot of the frequently asked questions I get. I'm still happy to speak to people individually, but I'm trying to get away from that to spend more time with my family, which is why I'm here doing this business, so I can have more time freedom and not spend all day on the computer answering emails, albeit not doing other things that, other work related stuff. So hope you can appreciate that. If you want, you can also find me on Facebook, or come and find me. If you're in the community already, come and find me on the Mentors platform, and I will definitely, if you've made the effort to contact me on Facebook or in Mentors, I will definitely answer your questions. And of course, if you do connect with me on Laptop Mums, Jenny at Laptop Mums, I will try and get an answer to you, but hopefully I'll be able to answer some of your questions here on one of these videos, either today's one, which is more about me, or one of the other ones, frequently asked questions. So a little bit about me. As I already mentioned, I was in the Air Force. I left. I trained to be a PT, kettlebell instructor, spin instructor, boot camp instructor, all that stuff. Saw an ad for affiliate marketing for what was SFM back in the day. Ignored it, kept on seeing ads, ultimately went for it, and wish I hadn't waited so long. It was just fantastic, and I loved the community I became a member of back in those days, which actually was back at the back end of 2017. So whenever you're watching this, however many years beyond that this is, but currently recording this video, it's 5 years that I've been a member of this community. And I knew straight away that it was a place I wanted to be. The kind of people in this community, the kind of ethos from Stuart and the other coaches and owners and instructors, was a place that was talking to me on so many levels in terms of the integrity and the enthusiasm, the spirituality, the whole lifestyle approach that everyone's got here was really on my wavelength and where I wanted to take my life. So to become a gold member back then was a complete no-brainer. So I took out a loan, couldn't afford it, as most people can't. I took out a loan and became a gold member, and really got stuck into the training and loved it. But then over the next 4 years, we moved house 4 times. And whilst I was ticking away with the training and also using the training to take my fitness business online, so I wasn't so much building the affiliate business, although in the back of my mind all the time I was like, yeah, this affiliate thing sounds amazing. Why am I building all my stuff online, building the courses and the training and the recipe packs and all the rest of it, when I could just be piggybacking off the back of a company, i.e., through the affiliate marketing, launch you as it is now. Why not just sell their stuff rather than trying to build my own? So I did the classic thing that you're supposed to not do, is trying to build 2 businesses, trying to catch 2 rabbits. my business, and what then was launch SFM, but it's now Launch You, and I was kind of doing this and never actually seeing success in any, whilst moving house 4 times, renovating this property, dealing with my daughter who ended up being homeschooled. Happy to talk to anyone about that, but that was quite a long process of her being bullied at school and anxiety problems and stuff. Don't want to go into too much detail about that, but ultimately she was homeschooled, and she goes to an online school, but I'm not going to go into that today. So the last 5 years basically, and we've got COVID thrown into the mix as well, has been utter chaos. So whilst I initially invested in gold because it just seemed like an absolute no-brainer, I didn't do as much with it as I'd hoped to, and ended up trying to do a bit of affiliate stuff, but do my online, my fitness business stuff. I didn't really see success in either of them, but I still knew I was in the right place, and I still wanted to pay my monthly membership because I thought I know I'm in the right place. It's me. I know this stuff works. I just need to find a way to make it work and find the time to make it work. So I did lots of courses. Now I love learning, I love training, and I did loads of the courses that you have access to through LinkedIn Learning or on the platform itself of all the courses that have been recorded by the coaches and leaders here. And I love the learning and the building the website and doing all the stuff. Now I was so not technically minded when I joined this community, absolutely rubbish on the computer. I've had to play the coaching, the training videos, and then rewind them and go back and watch them again and pause them and do the work and come back to them. As a lot of people in our community do exactly the same. This is not an overnight thing. You will have to work hard and you will have to put some time and effort into it, which is very much my story. But anyway, so all that was going on, but I never actually had the courage to stick an ad out there and to get the marketing going. I kind of played lip service to it, if I'm honest, and I put a few very average ads out there, but didn't really have the confidence or the faith to, learn and move forward. If an ad wasn't successful, I kind of and didn't do anything with it for weeks or months even, and then kind of half-heartedly did another one and then another one. And some of our lead affiliates will tell you sometimes it's taken 30, 40, even 50 ads before you even get a successful one going. And this isn't meant to scare you off. This is meant to sort out the people who are in the wrong place. If you want to make this work, you have got to put the work in. If you're not prepared to learn from your mistakes and fail forward, to figure out what's gone wrong, using the resources, the community, the coaches here that will help you to do that, to then try again, figure out what doesn't work, try again, then rather you bail out now than waste your investment or your time to figuring out, because this does take time and investment and effort. It's going to take tears. It's a roller coaster. I'm kind of going off track here, not telling you my story, but it was a roller coaster. But I've seen so many people make it work. I knew it had to work. I knew that being online is a no-brainer. This is where the modern wealthy are. And so basically, as the company transitioned from SFM to Launch You, and the Launch You new training hit the ground, and I was like, this is so much better than the SFM stuff. And as I said, I always knew I was in the right place, but the Launch You stuff seemed to be more current, more in line with kind of the person I was, the training, the personal development and everything else that you get when you join one of our programs. Just brilliant. So I kind of decided, right, about 18 months ago, it's now time to do or die. It's boom or bust. This has got to work for me. There's this house, even though it's we've been renovating it for the last 3 years, doesn't come cheap, and it was a case of, if I don't make this work, then we've got to sell the house or I've got to get a job. It was literally getting to that point. So 18 months ago, I made a real commitment to reinvest in gold and to join the Ignite program, which is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to record another video that basically talks about all the levels of programs we have here and what they each one mean. But for me, joining Ignite was a complete game changer, because when I got into the Ignite program, every week or couple of weeks we focus, or the coaches focus on a specific area of affiliate marketing. It's very much about the affiliate program is the Ignite, and basically leading you through all the different strategies to find one that works for you. So some people in our community, some really successful people like Dan Carroll and Stefan May, did their Google training, did the affiliate Facebook marketing training. The wonderful Caroline Grubb has done some YouTube training, and I dabbled all of those. And then back in March 2023 was the article writing challenge. Now, I love doing videos. I'm more than happy to speak on videos, but I just wasn't seem to be getting my message across. But I also love to write, and I did, again, within the gold membership, I did the copywriting qualification. There's loads of qualifications you can take, really internationally recognized qualifications, and I did the copywriting one that really gave me some insight into how to be a good copywriter. So I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to give this article writing challenge a go. And the coaches really do hold your feet to the flames when it comes to getting the work done, because the Ignite calls are every Wednesday night, and it's like, if you're following that training and you haven't done the work, you know, quite rightly Justin sort of says, well, you know, you haven't done the work, you can't expect the results. So, and that was kind of me for the last 5 years, to be honest. I'd done a lot of work, but I haven't ultimately put myself out there. So I did the article writing challenge, got my article written, I was pretty proud of it, got it out there at the end of March, and in April I got my first sale. I started to get leads coming in, and then I got my first sale, and I was like, oh, flipping heck, you know, this stuff works. And with the coaching that I've had through the gold membership, the Accelerate, with gold being the Accelerate with You offering program, I've spoken to the coaches, and they've helped me to tweak that article, to tweak my landing page, to they've helped me figure out my keywords and everything else that goes behind a great ad. And I'm super proud to say now that I am currently, number 3 on the leaderboard in our community for for Modern Wealthy sales, for Launchpad sales, and ultimately I think number 5 in the community for, currently this month. It changes all the time, obviously, but consistently for the past couple of months I've been in the top 5 as earners in the company, which I still, to be honest, I still feel like a complete imposter. I still can't quite believe I'm there, because, I've written this article. I've failed forward a lot behind me, but this was really, I have written some articles in the past, but I didn't have the confidence in them to put money behind it. And it's scary when you first start putting money behind an ad, because it does take a while and some learning and some trusting in the process, and putting a budget aside to say, that is not wasted money, that's my marketing budget that I'm going to learn from. And if the ad doesn't work, I haven't wasted that money, I've just learned what doesn't work. What was it, the inventor of the light bulb, was it Thomas Edison, found 1,000 things that didn't work before he found the one that did. And that's what it takes in this business. It takes a lot of learning and finding out what doesn't work to find what does. So that's kind of my story, if you like. I joined 5 years ago, a lot of time fanning around, a lot of time in my personal life fanning around, was kind of going like this with my businesses, recommitted 18 months ago, launched my first ad in March, which was, where are we now? We're in just about the end of September. So how many months ago that was now? Got my first sale in April and have scaled since then. And I'm now, doing really well on the leaderboard. So it can happen. I speak to people all the time, doubtful of whether it can happen with them. And then they start to make sales when they trust the process. Like Stuart says here, if you follow the steps, if you trust the process, if you keep taking those steps and learning, you can't not succeed. There's a lot of moving parts behind success, and it takes a lot of learning. It doesn't happen overnight. For some people, it does happen really quickly. Their first ads are quite successful quite quickly. It depends on your approach to this. Of course, it depends on your work ethic. It depends on the hours you can put in. It depends on, the investment you're prepared to make, whether you're going to go down the done with you, done for you, having the coaching, or whether you're going to, use one of the lesser programs and kind of work it out yourself. People have worked it out themselves and been tremendously successful. So that's kind of my story, if you like. I hope that answers some questions. As I said, I'm going to record another video with my frequently asked questions, but that's kind of that's my story. It's taken me hard work. It's been a roller coaster. There have been tears, there have been frustrations, but ultimately here I am on the leaderboard in when I recommitted in a relatively short amount of time. Less than say I bought the Ignite program back in the summer of 22, But it wasn't until I did that training in the March, which was the article writing challenge, which you can go right back to and start now. You can decide you want to go YouTube or Facebook or article writing and find that training. Now that Ignite has been running a year, you can go back to that training now. I was like following Ignite as it was being launched and going through it month by month, thinking, well, try a bit this, try a bit that. Then I hit the article writing, which was for me. And now I'm making it work. So it might not take you that long, because you can go straight into that training now and find the right training and go for it and follow it. But I highly recommend that you take action. You don't sit there and wait for it to come to you. You find out what you want to do, as the training hero says. But that's my story. I feel like I've probably waffled on for long enough now. I hope that makes sense. I hope you see that this is absolutely something that can work for you, the affiliate marketing route. What I've done since I've started this successful article is I've now gone back into the training, spoken back to the coaches. Anna is fantastic, and she's Anna Davison, who does the e-commerce stuff. I've now launched my Etsy store, back with my fitness business. So now that I've got that income coming in through this article writing, through my article ad, I'm now being able to spend some time on my fitness business again and getting that back up, back up to where it needs to be to bring me a passive income coming in through all the courses and the recipe packs I built and all the rest of it. But I focused solely on my Laptop Mums business when I kind of realised that I wasn't going to be building both of them. Parked my fitness business, went for the Laptop Mum business, and now I'm working back on my fitness business again, if that makes sense. Anyway, I said I'd finish this 5 minutes ago and I've waffled on some more, but hopefully that's given you a bit of insight about me, about my background, about how I got to where I am now. And I will record another video with the programs that are available to you and the frequently asked questions I get. But hopefully this has answered some of those frequently asked questions. Right, I can feel my voice going, so I'm going to call it a day there, and I will speak to you again soon. Toodaloo.